gamer box. Sorry, bear with me. Okay. Now I have to adjust myself. Also, bear with me again. My cat is making it like damn near impossible to situate myself. How are you? Hi, hey, and hello. Norman, I'm gonna need you to figure it out. Please. Thank you. Sorry, my cat is in my way. Happy Thursday, or no, today isn't Thursday. Today's Wednesday. Happy hump day. Jesus. So how are you? How is life? Who is it? Oh, what's up with my camera? There we go. Oh, really? Okay. Who is it? Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool. Holy crap. I got 12 new notifications in my PlayStation store. I saw like hella games that are in my wish list went on sale, and I have yet to really dive in to see what it is. Nice, nice. Oh, hell! I feel like I totally said that in the accent you were expecting me to. Oh, hell. Oh, I got Sid's goblet. How goes it, everybody? Happy hump day. We're almost done with this godforsaken week. I say that every day, but like literally, I'm good. Thank you. I try to be adorable all the time. And thank you for the follow. What did I just get a trophy for? What the hell? My week honestly hasn't been that bad either. It's just, it feels like I'm in sales, so like account management, and it's just like, it's always stressful. My job sucks. It really does. Thank you so much. I appreciate the PBS love. Amazing as per usual. I need to go and do the things. So today's topic, if you didn't catch it, oh, there's a wall, Clive. Jesus, I'm going the wrong way. Today's topic, if you did not catch it, is what game release are you guys most looking forward to? I'd like to know. I don't play much outside of Final Fantasy. I mean, there's things I want to play, but like, I don't want to make the commitment. I'm scared of commitment. But honestly, like, I'm wholeheartedly looking forward to Rebirth. I'm somewhat looking forward to the mobile game that's coming out later on this year, but I don't do mobile, so really I'm just looking forward to someone else streaming it so I can play it vicariously. Oh, damn it, didn't mean to do that. So did you watch the Nintendo showcase that they did like a month ago or so? Because they showed the trailer for the Mario RPG, which actually looks pretty cute. Because that's like a re-release, right? Like a remaster or remake or whatever you want to call it nowadays.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Like, literally, after I beat this, I don't have anything else to play. Like, and I don't really want to dive into something new because, like I said, you know, Rebirth's coming out at some point, either in January or March, like somewhere between then. I don't know. Okay, Assassin's Creed. That's actually a series I've kind of been curious about. A lot of people tell me I would like it. A lot of people tell me I would like the Witcher series. God of War is another one that I'm kind of tempted to get into. Oh, jeez, I have no
It's rubbing me
potions.
blind, you know. It'd better all be here.
Yes, I am a console player.
Come again.
Yeah, and then that's another thing too.
I'm not much
Like,
bothered
do I
otherwise.
need to start at the very beginning with these series? And am I even able to start at the beginning? Oh, look at all the music. I'm just gonna play my favorite one. Fortnite. So, there's nothing wrong with Fortnite. I shouldn't have sounded like that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Fortnite. It's just not my thing. Like, I tried. My stepson, actually, he's a freaking maniac about Fortnite. And, I tried to play it. It's just not my type of game. Like, I'm gonna be honest. And, I don't know if you have to play with others or, like, if you can play solo. I don't like MMOs. I don't like them. That sounds like a scary game, correct? Dead by Daylight?
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Hippocrates. Oh, look at me.
This, I believe you will find most interesting.
So, funny story. I don't like scary games. I am an absolute chicken shit when it comes to scary games. I love all things scary, but yeah, I was about to say, hey, big head, I was about to say 14, I've never played, but, like, I will play vicariously, with MMOs, or, I'm sorry, with, scary games. Like, I don't know, 3 months ago or so, watched all of the entire series of Resident Evil, like all the games involved with Resident Evil.
Everything you needed?
I would never, like, I can't. I don't like jump scares. I can't do it. Someone actually, funny story, this was very early on in my whole streaming journey. Someone challenged me to do a full stream, like whatever I would consider a full stream, of whatever scary movie or scary game that I wanted to play. I only own one scary game, and it's not even mine, it's my husband's. And that's Resident Evil 2. I'm looking at the game right now. Yes, it's Resident Evil 2. So, bearing in mind, I don't like it. I hated every second of it, and I was so scared through the entire game that I guess I didn't even get to, like, the other side of the prison. Like, I was totally just, I kept pausing because it was so fucking scary. What? Those sound horrific. I'm not even gonna lie. Demonologist and Phasmophobia, those just sound like games like that are just big nopes. Big red flags. I remember there was this in that Resident Evil game that I played, there was a part where, like, you're kind of creeping up the hallway and, like, you could see, like, some of the windows boarded up. Something just, like, scurried across the screen, and thank God it was, like, I had, like, 5 minutes left in my stream. I literally paused and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I was shaking. I was so scared. I was like, this is too much. Like, the anticipation, the suspense is, like, killing me. I cannot do this.
Here's everything we've received and everything promised. You earned this.
So yeah, as far as like game releases that I'm most looking forward to, honestly, I promised my husband I wouldn't buy any more games until
All done?
Rebirth came out. And then I don't even know what I have to look forward to after Rebirth comes out. So, but like I said, I am looking forward to that.
What is it?
I am
that you
looking
wish
forward to
learn?
that mobile game that's coming out soon. I think it's called Ever
The
Crisis
state
or
of the
Before
realm
Crisis.
is ever changing.
Big Head, surprisingly, like, although I had an engaging stream that night that I did do that challenge, it wasn't what I was expecting it to be. Now, granted, this was still when I was very early on, like, so, I don't know, I probably had been streaming for, like, 3 weeks at that point. Like, I literally hardly even had a following, didn't really have a community to play with. So it's something I would consider doing again, but like, man, I like borderline have to be drunk to do it, because like the tension was so high, like my anxiety was through the roof. I was literally like shaking on camera. It was so bad. Maybe I'll consider that. Maybe like around Halloween or something like that. Maybe I'll do like another stream night. Hopefully I'll be affiliate by then, and I could do like subs or something, and then I'll do a challenge. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe. Guys are giving me ideas.
On the current state of things, could be that they don't.
How are you liking the 7 remake, Gamerbox?
I suppose not.
And I did that too when I might still have the clip of it on my channel. Like, you could probably still watch it. I don't know, at least like a couple parts of it. I'm thinking back to it now. There's just like a couple parts where I was like, I paused and I was like, this is too much. I can't handle it. And like literally nothing happened. Like, now looking back to it, like it was just like the zombies. Like nothing major happened at all in the game. And I was playing, what's the girl's name?
How is it that everyone
the girl you can play with. I didn't do the other storyline. I had to have my husband sit with me also. He loved that. He was like cracking up at me. I was like, it's too much.
I'm sorry.
Jill, yes.
Save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few
You can
toppled
multiplayer that
clock
game?
towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
See, I don't even know shit about like the Resident Evil games. And also another thing is too, I'm not great at shooter games. Like,
Bluer than a pair of bog crabs.
like I know it makes me sound stupid. I'm really not good at shooter games at all. If I have to like think about it, like if it doesn't like auto reload and shit, like I'm not good at it. I'm not good at aiming. Like, okay. Let me think about it. Let me watch a streamer. Let me like look on YouTube for some plays of it, and let me kind of get a gist of what the game entails before I make that commitment, because it's a lot and I don't want to embarrass you.
Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this.
I'll start playing and you'll be like, this
Crystals that
bitch.
filled wells
She doesn't know
and
what the
filled
hell
palaces.
she's doing.
Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's
I will say though, with that being
merely a
said,
glimmer of light to
the Resident Evil stories are really good. They're interesting.
It is only a matter of time.
And then obviously they have like all those spin-offs and like the movies, not the live action movies, because those have nothing to do with the games, but like the animated movies. Surprisingly, they're all like super good. I think my least favorite games that I've watched played, Biohazard was alright, but Village just didn't even feel like a Resident Evil game to me at all. Like, I don't know. I'm probably like alone in that opinion, and that's fine, but like, it just, I don't know, it just did not feel like past Resident Evil games, period.
fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's family.
Oh, well, thank you. You're a sweetie. Thank you. Yeah, when I'm done, either tonight or sometime tomorrow, I'll watch them. I gotta like brace myself. It's a whole process.
The world, in short, is in chaos.
But I did hear
It would
that they are
seem
about to
our
release a new
civilization
Silent
was
Hill
nothing
game.
but a castle of sin,
So
to be washed away.
I have a funny experience with Silent Hill as well. This was like way back in the day on PlayStation. I want to. Did Silent Hill come out on the first PlayStation or PS2?
Castle of Sand.
Either way, one of the
Not my
consoles.
best flourish,
I was
but it seems
babysitting
fitting.
at my aunt and
The
uncle's
reports
house,
I've received are
and
considerably more blunt
he had
than
just
their
gotten
approval.
his PlayStation and
Without
bought
the
Silent
protection of
Hill.
their nations, it
So the
will
kids were
fall to
asleep,
the
and I
people
was like,
to
I'm
defend
bored. I'm just gonna
themselves
pop this
against
game
those who
in.
would take what is
Like,
theirs.
because you're playing as a guy,
Which is
right?
only
It's
ever
like
going to end
you're
one
looking for
way.
his wife or his sister or something
Defending a
in the very
farmhouse
beginning.
against a band of
And,
tropical thieves is one thing.
So I made
But
it to like
pitfalks and palaces
the
will
city,
do little to
and
stall
obviously
an
it's
army's
like
advance.
creepy and eerie.
So
There's
the king
nobody
really
around,
deigned
and
to
then
invade.
something
There
like
was none to
ran
stop
across the screen. Off, game off. Lindsay's going to sleep. That was as far as I got in that game. So is the what is it, phasmophobia? Is that just more of like a scary story? Cause I'm down with that. Like, there was a game. There was a game back in the day called Fatal Frame that I actually was pretty obsessed with. That was back when I had my very first brick of an Xbox, and yeah, like I would play that and Blood Rain all the time. Now Blood Rain really isn't a scary game. You just play as like
Is a storm coming?
a hybrid vampire mommy milker lady. But
Let me guess. You're here
yeah,
about
Fatal
the
Frame.
sky.
I love that game
Is there
because the
anything you don't
storyline is
know
really
about?
what gets you. I mean, yeah, it had its jump scare moments, but like
Doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious.
the story, as long as it has a good story to it, like it'll probably get me. Like I would rather a better story and just like a creepy vibe than like jump scares left and right.
And on the sixth day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful
Oh, so you're
sons
like
and
a
daughters.
detective, kind of. Okay,
But I
okay.
dare say you remember your
I
childhood
could probably
lessons on the
get down with
sins
some of that.
Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? But Ultima was one of the gods responsible.
Well,
Like
he
Ultima
has
in this
certainly
game,
exhibited powers
legit
that
is
we
creepy to
mortals
me.
would
Like he
associate with
is,
the divine.
that thing is scary, and it's even
There is
scarier
nothing
because
divine about him.
he's got like Coraline button eyes.
He
Like
wouldn't
it's
be the
just
first
weird.
God of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins,
Oh my
there is
god,
almost
that sounds
nothing in the way of
horrifying.
actual historical
Um,
accounts.
Speaking of like
I
these
did dream of
online
Moss the Chronicler.
ridiculous,
I may have been
scary
able to tell
jump
you
scare
more, but
games,
alas, I fear
my
all
stepson
remaining
also
copies have
showed
been
me
lost
this
to
game
time.
where
You will
like
forgive me, I hope.
I want to say you're
Certainly
running through like this toy
there's nothing
store
to
or
forgive.
something, and this
Even without
fucking
this German, he
furry
provided us ample
Elmo looking creature
And we
with
will
like
always be
crazy
grateful
teeth
for it.
like chases after you. What in the fuck?
Perhaps I'll
Like
take
I
you
was
more
not
time
ready
to
for
share
this.
those
I was
thoughts when he
thinking,
hears what the others have
oh,
to
it's a
say.
cute game like Escape from the Toy Store or something like that. Like not a big deal. Like a toys attack you or something. No, this fucking creature. What in the world? Like, I don't fucking know. I have no idea what it was called. It's a blue thing. It's got crazy teeth. He's real lanky looking. I didn't like it. I was like, this is some horse shit. This is... same thing happened with Five Nights at Freddy's with, like, the animatronic fuckers. Same thing. My stepson downloaded the game on my phone, and I had no idea what it is. I never even heard of it. And so I'm like, okay, cool, a game. Let me just pop it open and see what it is, because I want to know what the fuck he was just playing. And, so I'm like, what is this? You're at, like, a Chuck E. Cheese or something? And then, lo and behold, I remember the part where, like, you're in the camera, and you're, like, panning back and forth through different cameras, and I see the animatronic, like, on the stage, or maybe it's, like, in storage or something, and then I pan back to it, and it's fucking, like, just staring at me. Oh my god. Delete. Uninstall. No thanks. Oh my god, and then when they come and chase you up the hallway, What? Absolutely not.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That will be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves.
Poppy
Martha's
playtime.
got a cashie out against
That
the
is
talk
just...
of monsters roaming the hills
They should
outside
call it...
Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and Erla.
And don't forget
Give you a heart
Daniel.
attack with a
Blueball says
blue
the village
doll.
was raided
I don't
by
know.
bandits.
Something stupid.
When it rains.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference.
So, I don't know if anyone saw my promo today,
There's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
but I've been
Yeah,
utilizing
no
the
way.
captures, the in-game captures more in this game, like the photo mode in this game more. I have to give credit to myself because I feel like I took some really nice photos last night. So if you're curious at all, you can just look up.
Do you?
If you're on Facebook and that's how you found me, you can either just look up my promos in one of the groups that you found me in, or you can go to my professional Facebook page. It's the same as my handle on Twitch. It's Quay All Day.
Here you go.
Okay. Cool, let's just go there.
First we
Yeah,
find
scary
Isabel.
games, like I said, they're not bad. I like the stories. I really do. Like, the stories can really get my attention and keep my attention. But it's the jump scares. I don't like the jump scares. I'll watch them. Like, I will sit back and watch someone play hardcore. Same. It's like the tension, like with, like the suspense with the jump scares. Like, I would rather just a super creepy story, but like no jump scares. Because that would keep me engaged more in the game. Because if there's like hella jump scares, then I lose focus of the game. And I'm more just trying not to get scared.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts from the...
I saw it with my own eyes.
I don't like how there's no music in this area right now.
I can't do it.
Don't worry, lonely soldier. I can do it. Oh, she has a pretty color dress.
Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a cashier.
Gamer box.
Different.
Are you happen to be playing
taken so many.
Tears of the
I've lost
Kingdom right now?
count.
Or did you play it?
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm petting my cat Norman. He's chilling with me. Alright, let's go. Okay, so have you gotten like all of this I don't know what they're called, guardians or spirits or whatever? Bottom, what I was getting at is, so I have not finished the game. I'm really close. I'm to the point now where I'm in Hyrule Castle. Like, I've gotten all 4 of like the guardians or whatever, the sages. And now I have to go into Hyrule Castle. Unfortunately, someone posted a spoiler post that wasn't marked as a spoiler, so I know what's gonna happen, so I'm kind of like dreading doing that part of the game. So I'm focusing on totally opening the depths map. So in doing so, I would say I'm like 95% got the map open of the depths. But I accidentally found the spirit temple. So yeah, you're right. Like, it's not a boss fight. Oh, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know like how far you were in the game. But yeah, it's not a boss fight. So, it's not the end of the game. But I'm still dreading it because the fucking gloom hands. I hate them. It's like, that's a fucking horror movie in itself. But yeah, I actually found the spirit temple. And I don't know if I can even, like, do anything. Because the area, like, I can go in. And, like, the music changes and everything. It's pretty cool.
But where would we go?
But... yeah, so, like, you find the last stage there. But I didn't know. I guess my question was, can I even, like, do anything there until I get done with the Hyrule Castle thing? Oh, I have to go, like, all over this fucking map. Okay, so... I'm gonna go here, I guess. Oh, so I do have to continue with the story in order... Damn, I was hoping I could just bypass some shit. Yeah, I've already, so I've chased Zelda down, like, once, I think. I think I found her in, like, the library. I don't know. I found her somewhere, or maybe in, like, a tower or something. And then I had to fight the things. And I know what's gonna fucking happen. I have to fight a bunch of gloom hands, and then fucking...
And you, Clive. Jill?
What's Phantom Ganon or whatever?
What exactly
I don't like
here?
it.
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit.
I did.
Hundreds
I
of
made
them.
sure to
Like
do,
just
like,
down the hill.
those big quests
Only a
first
handful
before
made
I
it
even,
up
like,
there.
attempted
That
to
was
do
more
any of
than
the
enough.
stages. And I don't know if a lot of people did that or not, but yeah, I did all of
While we have
the
a few
Dragon
willing
Tears,
fighters
like,
holding them
almost
back,
immediately.
they're sorely
But
outnumbered.
I'm still missing, like,
What do you think, Clive?
I want to say 3 memories.
join the fight?
Even though I have all the Dragon
I thought
Tears,
you'd never offer.
there's, like, 3 memories, I think. 2 or 3 that I don't have. So
So
I'm wondering if, like,
fighting is fiercest.
those
Let
unlock
the men know you come
more
to help.
along, more with the story.
Something tells me they'll be pleased to
Yeah,
see
you mean when Zelda fucking, like, sacrifices herself and becomes the dragon? Yeah, it was really fucking sad. It was horrible. I was like, so she's
You
just
think they'll
gone.
have many
She's
as
just a
Martha
dragon now. That's it.
More.
Which is also kind of weird, if you think about it. I mean, yeah, it's weird that she turned into a dragon, but, so, like, the story with Legend of Zelda, so let's go back to Skyward Sword, right? After you kill Demise, he puts a curse on everybody, on the royal family, and on Link's lineage, that says as long as there's lineage between you two, like, coming from Link and coming from Zelda, there will always be a reincarnation of me. He says those words in some form. But if her lineage just died with her sacrificing herself, so does that mean, like, this is the last game? Like, I don't understand. Like, it has to be, you know?
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
What in the world are these guys like? What do you mean it ties to the bearers?
Clive.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So, like, as much as I want to believe that's
Deal
true,
with the
like,
traffic first.
I feel like they've already said that this is it. Like, or they don't have any plans right now to make any more. Which is, it's crazy. Like, it can't end because literally if it ends here, it ends here. Like, if this is the last game, that's insane. Oh, you got the guidebook? That's awesome. That's cool if they still, like, make stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, Ultimania stuff. Like, I'm sure some, like, a piece of that, like, hasn't died off with technology in general. You know what I mean?
All yours, Torgal.
That's a good question. That is a very good question.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
Yeah, right. And that's what I mean. Like, I hope that, or like, I'm very glad that those like collector things haven't died off just with like the modern age. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool.
How do you know my name?
I'm all about like Ultimanias
Forgive me,
and
my
guidebooks
lord.
and stuff, just like
There wasn't
as a
time for
collector's
introductions.
piece. And actually,
with the
on my
guardians
Amazon
of the
wish
flame.
list, I have like
Wait,
a
man.
ton of Final Fantasy
But how
Ultimanias
did you
that
come to be here?
once I
Where
get
was the
like a
commander?
couple things built in my room, I'm gonna
Wayne
have
left earlier
just
with a
hella
scouting
books in
party
here.
to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
But
Did he?
yeah, so that's a great question. Like, who
Take your wounded
would
back to the
those
inn.
3 other dragons
Martha
be?
will see you're looked after.
Um,
We'll join you anon.
I kind of have my own theory. It's kind of a messy theory because I can't like piece it together. But like going back to Skyward Sword, obviously Demise did what he does. He put the curse on everybody, and Ganon, obviously we know just from this game, he's very much prominent.
A fine reward for holding off the horde,
But
that
once
is.
he absorbs the
When
stone
did Wade and his men
that he
arrive?
gets from
Not long after Lazarus
Raru's the
fell.
queen,
The
I can't remember her
Guardians
name.
asked me to shelter something
Um,
that had lost their homes.
Once he gets the
They were
stone,
even ready to
they
leave
refer
just
to him
the
as the
skies
Demon
turned,
King.
and we agreed
That's
it
what
best
the
we stuck
Demise was
together.
called in the Skyward Sword, is the Demon King. So I'm wondering if like
almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashics
Demise,
heels.
like
And they
in the
got
future,
wounded with
like
them. not gonna make it.
when Link and Zelda found like the mummified body,
We'll worry
when
about
they
that,
found
Martha.
him, that kind
You
of
look after everyone
awoken
here. If
him,
anything still
and he
fight,
was
send
able
them
to
to the
like
lift.
somehow
I will.
communicate
You two
to
be safe now.
Ganondorf in the past to get the stone so that way it could re-release Demise. That's true. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's a messy theory. I just like it. I mean, he even looks like Demise, like with the crazy red hair and everything, and like the fang teeth. Like it looks like him. Like I will say, past Ganons like didn't really look like Demise. They looked like Ganon with the orange hair, slicked back in some way, and just like kind of a big burly guy, and that's it. But like this guy actually looks like Demise. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so man, you're having me do a whole lot here. I don't think they do either. Personally, I think it is somehow related to Skyward Sword. I mean, if you think about it, just aesthetics alone, Skyward Sword had the Skylofts. Hyrule didn't even exist yet. And now in Breath of the Wild, well, in Tears of the Kingdom, oh, I think I went the wrong way. Sure as shit did. And now in Tears of the Kingdom, they have the Sky Islands that are all like dilapidated looking, and like you have the Temple of Time up there, and so I don't know. Like I think it does look like it could be directly correlated to Skyward Sword, and maybe this is just like thousands of years, like centuries later. You know what I mean? Like this is a whole new Link. This isn't the same Link or Zelda. I don't know.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar.
Yeah,
So-
Oscar. Go do what you're
So
told.
Wade. Lord Rossfield, if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it,
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Aw, look at the turtle. It actually looks kind of cute.
Damn it. We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Wow, you weren't even doing anything.
Over here! Sick of them! Kill!
Wow, it didn't do nothing.
Over here! Soil and stone!
Sorry, I'm trying to read what you wrote too. I promise I'm not ignoring you.
Kill!
I totally think that they are going to make more Zelda games. I mean, obviously, that's just like Final Fantasy. Like, you know what I mean? That's a huge moneymaker of theirs. So, yeah, they'd be silly to not continue it. I don't know where they're going to go with this. You know what I mean? Like, if they make more games, are they just going to be totally unrelated? Because remember, there's 3 different timelines. And, like you said, I don't even know where this fits in any of those timelines at all. Or even if they do. So maybe we could see other games that fit in different timelines. So, I don't know.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've
And
pulled me
like,
from the flames.
so going back to the different
It's just a pity I
timelines,
keep
I don't
walking
even
into
know if this falls
You've never
into
been
the
one to shy away from
timeline
danger,
of like
Wade.
the Hero of Time
Like any
or
shield worthy
like
of the name.
Majora's Mask or anything. I don't think
I
it
see
even
you're
falls
all in
into
one
that
piece.
timeline. It could, but if it did, they'd make like
something
no
wrong?
inclination of it
Look out, smoke
whatsoever.
coming from down east
Um,
way. Too thick to be a hearth.
Yeah, I don't know. This could be its like own fucking timeline, you know?
Job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for East Pool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment I'm on a
Exactly.
safe
Yeah.
and follow.
Or
Good luck.
yeah, I don't know. It is interesting to see though, and you're right. I would love to see them continue with future games. Like I really would. It deserves it, especially now with this. Like they can't stop here. Like absolutely not. They need to continue this. Wait, can I get over there from here? No, I don't think so. I think I have to go up. I might have to go back and look because I honestly don't even remember what she says. Oh, okay, okay. Passage of time and steeped in twilight. Maybe it's kind of like, and don't ask me about like the timelines. Like I'm sure you know more than I do. Like there's so many different intricacies about it that I don't even remember the full details of the 3 timeline splits. But I don't even remember where like Twilight Princess. Like I don't remember where even Twilight Princess falls in line. But that's actually something. So like when I very first started playing Tears of the Kingdom, hell, even back when I saw like the trailers for it, I always thought like this looks like the markings is what I'm speaking about. All the markings everywhere, especially like on the link directly. They look like Midna's markings. Like if you think back to Midna's markings when she is still like not her normal body self, when she's still like the little minion. The markings of the Zonai look a lot like her, and I don't know if that's on purpose or if it was just a coincidence, but I thought that was interesting. Ah, damn it, I let him go too early. What if, like you said, like what if there's gonna be like a multiverse and like all of the... What the hell?
Something's coming.
My screen just like went black. Alright.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round.
Yeah, what if like all the links just like emerge? That would be crazy. Shit. So it goes into like the hero of time. Timeline. Or no, because that's, you're saying like when he's a child and goes like onto Majora's Mask timeline, or actually the events of him being a child, him being an adult. Okay. You're right, they do all split from Ocarina of Time. Oh, that's another thing that I know, like, not all the games have, like, the fairy. They all have, like, your own friend, though, like a companion. And I feel like you don't, I mean, you get, like, the sages that are your buddies, whatever, they hang out with you. But, I don't know. I kind of feel like I wish we would have that. Like, I wish in Breath of the Wild and in Tears of the Kingdom, they would give us, like, a companion that we can interact with versus just, like, the avatars and
what did you find out
Tears
there?
of the Kingdom that just help us in battle.
Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to...
Yeah, you're right. So there is actually this YouTuber who made this, it's like a hour-long breakdown of all the timelines, and it's probably the most thorough breakdown I've ever watched. And I'd have to share the link when I find it again, but it's very interesting, especially to hear like theories about the timeline. And actually, they finished that video, the one I'm talking about,
the inn here affords a good view of the land.
back when Tears of the Kingdom was announced. Actually, I think they did it like after Breath of the Wild came out.
What do you say?
But anyway, that's what kind of kicked off the timelines of where those games fit in. So they have their own conspiracies. No one really knows. Not conspiracies, theories. Yes, it is. It's very accurate. And like, I never even knew that there was so many, like, some of the games they mentioned, I was like, I didn't even know that existed.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
Have you ever watched,
It is an honor
speaking
to make
of
your
Zelda,
acquaintance, Lord Rossfield.
have you ever
I am
watched
Oscar. Oscar
Major
of House
Link's
Murdoch.
videos, like his mini animated series that he made
The Lord Commander had children.
on YouTube?
Oh,
Because
he
it's
didn't.
pretty great, and talk about
But his
some
brother,
tearjerker moments. Like,
my
it
father did.
is sad.
I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
They are so good, and I recently watched the 5th episode.
Well, go on,
I
then.
can't wait for him to finish it
Not for me
out.
to ask him.
Yeah, they're very good. I will
Alright.
say he's taken a long time. They're so good. That makes me want to rewatch.
If it please you, my Lord Marquis.
The part
Might
where
you take me as your friar?
he was kind of
I would learn the
reminiscing
duties
about
of a shield from the
life and
finest.
stuff, and he was at the forest
sorry to
temple,
disappoint
and
you, Oscar,
he calls to
but I'm the
Saria,
shield no longer.
and she's talking to him like,
Nor
"What's the
was
matter?
I
What's the matter? What's the
ever
matter?"
the
And he just has this mental
And spending time in the
breakdown
company of an
internally.
outlaw hardly seems a
And he's
fitting
like, "Why is it me?
education
Why
for
is it
one
always me? Why is the burden on me?
aspiring
No
to
one
take
cares
his
about
oath.
what I do. No one cares about
My
my
Aunt
feelings
Hannah
or if
once
I even
told
want to
me
do this."
that a
And
man
it's
is
so
not defined
sad.
by his title, but what he does in
Yeah,
its name.
sure. Yeah,
You have
obviously.
accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an
No, I totally
unworthy
respect him though. Like, someone else had recommended
Not
those
that
videos
Sir
to me,
Wade and the
and
other
I was like,
guardians are-
"Oh
I
great,
mean to
someone
say
else
that,
just trying to make some content,
it's
some
all
Zelda
right.
content."
We know what you mean.
I was thoroughly
There is
impressed
only
with
so
his
much the boy
videos.
can
Like,
learn from
his
me, my
little
lord.
like stories, they're awesome. They're great.
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Me neither, Oscar. Okay, let's see, where else is the dilemma? So, no, not that one. Oh, it won't let me, like, go out of order? Like, why is it making me do this one? Northreach. Where is Northreach? No, I totally get it. It's totally fine. Hey, actually, are you on my Discord? If you're not, I'll send you a link to the Discord. Actually, hold on, I'll do it really quick. If you're not, definitely join because we absolutely talk about all this stuff. So hold that thought. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so it's a very small Discord. It's a very small server, but we're always welcoming new folks. And yeah, this is totally the stuff that we love to generate conversation about, like game theories, mainly Final Fantasy or Zelda. Yeah, we totally love to talk about it. Just check it out, and hopefully you stay a while. Yay! Alright, so let's go talk to this guy.
Cid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Side note,
Clive has told
I'm
me much
considering doing a
All
movie
lies,
night
I'm
soon.
sure.
Your stolas said that Dalamil
Not
has
to
a
like
bandit
toot my
problem.
own horn, but I'm very
Indeed.
close to affiliate,
Although,
like closest as I've ever been. So I've been
Put our food
pushing
in
a lot
Guild
this week,
days
and I
ago.
don't plan on stopping
Any idea where
until
they went?
I hit affiliate.
Because it's a
So
good
like
place.
literally, I'm just
Guess
like
it's as good as
non-stop
mine.
streaming until then.
But the fact
But
is,
My point
have more
is,
immediate
I think what I'm
concerns.
gonna do is, if and when I do hit affiliate, I'm gonna do a movie night and
If by magic,
just a
let's
chill
just
night,
say
kind of a
we've
break from
yet to reach a
gaming
consensus about
nonstop
how to
and
solve Dalymil's little
yeah, just
problem. And at
chill
this
game
rate,
night.
it won't be the actions
I
of the
I want you
bandits
guys
that prove
to
be our
choose a
undoing.
movie
It will
collectively.
be our
So
own. I've
you know,
tried reasoning
soon
with dissenting parties, but
what I'll do
even
is
the
maybe I'll
desert
post
hare
a
has
poll
limits.
of like a genre,
Perhaps we could talk
and
to them.
then
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
we'll
What makes you think
go
they
from
won't?
there. Like post a genre, I'll
That's
give
a
you guys
fair
some
point, Sid.
options, and then
And you won't have
it'll
wasted
be
much
just
of
a
your
voting
precious
thing.
time if
So
you fail.
the last
Just
couple
step
times
off
I did
the
a movie
courtyard.
night, I chose the movies, and we did Advent Children one night, and then Kingsglaive another night. So this time it's totally gonna be up to you guys.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Yeah, I hope you'll be able to make it. Like I said, no date is planned yet, but it should be fun. It's always a lot of fun when we do movie nights because I talk entirely too much, and everyone's like, "Lindsay, shut up." We're trying to watch the movie.
You wouldn't talk like that.
Listen, you're talking to me. Like, I love Disney movies. Don't get me started. I will cry. I cry a lot. I literally cry at everything. So, like, I will cry at a Disney movie.
And what
Just putting it out there, but I'm absolutely not opposed to watching Disney.
Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that.
Uh-oh.
Do you hear me?
There's spiders
What
something in my
happens when
room.
they come back?
My cat just,
Maybe it'll be
like, jolted
your
up,
throat
like,
that
what is
splits.
that? And now I'm, like, looking all
That's
over the
enough.
ground, like, what the hell do you see?
Both of you. Any more of this, and
Clerks?
I'll throw you
Shut
out
up,
myself.
Chris.
Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Gamerbox, speaking of Disney movies, have you watched Frozen 2? A lot of people have not seen, that I've talked to, have not seen Frozen 2. And let me tell you, that is such a great movie. Like, it's definitely geared more towards adults.
What's he doing here?
Oh my, I love Frozen 2. And, like, talk about sobbing hysterically throughout that whole fucking movie. Like, it is so bad. What? Chris, what are you talking about?
Sid.
They really were. And oh my god, the part that gets me
brings
every
you
single
here?
time is
I was about to ask
when...
you the same thing.
Oh, I've never
What
seen
makes
Clerks.
you
I know what it is. I've never seen it
The
though.
markets have all but ceased to
But the
operate.
part in Frozen 2 that gets me
Briar's
every
Kiss
time
near
is
Dalrymple
when
is the only place I
Elsa
can really
has
the
like a
arcane
coming
supplies.
to, and she's
I
still
was here
trying to
do
search
just
for her
that,
purpose and
but Master
meaning,
Lubor told me of
and
his
she just
troubles.
like gives in
I
and
thought I might
starts
be
like
able to put some
following
sense into these
the siren,
things.
and
You're here.
the whole
I suppose
song
his
like
patience must be
literally
waning.
kills me. Like
Who are
I
those people?
instant
Those
hysterics
were the
like
stories in
from
Lubor's
start to
fire.
finish.
And the reason this place might be headed
No,
to
not
failure
into the
is
unknown.
darkness.
It's near the end, like
These are
when
cursed
she actually
spies.
realizes like her mother had the same
Darkness is
powers
enough
as
to
her.
drive a man to madness, or an entire city.
Yeah,
for that
the one
matter.
later. It's
We're
oh,
still
I'm gonna
working
think
on
about
this,
it and I'm gonna cry.
But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalymil's problem.
When her hair is like down
Right,
and
so
she's more like dressed casually
for
than
all
she
that
normally
thing.
is. Yeah, like the first Frozen, it's cute. I mean, it's a kids movie, whatever. I mean, they're all Disney movies, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's cute and it's definitely geared towards kids. Frozen 2 is for the grown folks. It's for the adults. Like, it is definitely adult-related situations, and it is sad in a good way.
You see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid.
Come on.
And with good
Come on,
reason
Remy.
by the sound of it. But
Come
if
on,
left to
everyone wants to
smolder,
see you. Come on.
that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do?
Everyone
Both
say hi to
sides wish
Norman.
to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
Sorry, but in the
And if
camera.
there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely a darker
What would
movie.
Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Come on, lay down. It's Norman. That's his name.
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for
Lay
disaster.
down. That's like the most he's
Recipe
ever been
for
on camera.
disaster is precisely
He
what
knows
it is.
when I got my camera out, and he's like avoids it at all costs. So that I'm surprised he's even up here
would
right
be
now.
enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal,
I can see his little
it
ears.
may still be possible to make them doubt their own before presenting them with a third option. And that would
But
be
yeah, no shame.
pool
I
our
mean, I have a
resources
4-year-old
and
also
save the
who
city
loves Disney
ourselves.
movies, but
why fight each
I am
other
a big Disney movie,
when all
big,
that fear
big
and
Disney
anger
movie
can be
gal.
directed at the
I love them all.
bandits?
I'm trying to get my
It
husband into
appears
more
we
Disney
have a
movies.
plan of action.
He actually, he's on a mission
Victor,
to watch
pay
more.
Conrad a visit.
He can count
See
on
if you
one
can't
hand how many
convince
Disney
him of
movies
his
he's seen,
folly.
and that is The Lion
I'll
King.
speak with
That's it.
Natalie.
He's only ever seen The Lion
you
King,
wish.
which he loves The Lion King. That's the only one that he's ever seen. So I've gotten him to
Faces
watch
are not well known in this town.
Aladdin.
That
We
may
watched
prove useful.
Hercules.
Don't worry,
We
Victor and I will
watched
do most of the talking.
Pocahontas, which
You
that's
need
another
only
one.
Play along.
Pocahontas.
Play along.
I'm as much as I do love it, I also like now as an adult and knowing like history as much as I do, it's like I'm indifferent about the movie because they totally Disneyed up a horrific story of a real person. So yeah, there's that. But it is a really cute movie, and that's another one that makes me cry.
Picture it, Conrad.
Can I tell you, when they did the live action version of Lion King,
Lady of the Spear.
I want to say
Conrad.
I was either pregnant or I had just had my son. Either way, I was very hormonal. And we went to go see it. Tell me why I cried from the opening credits to the end credits. Like, I did not stop crying. I literally was sobbing. And I don't just mean like, oh, little tissue here. No, I was like bubbling crying. Like, it was embarrassing. And we were in the theater. And this little girl was sitting next to me and she was like, are you okay?
Nobles came and claimed every last one worth
Leave me
his
alone.
salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses.
It's good. I
There must
mean,
be 2 score swords assigned each one.
Beyonce kind
Reminds me
of
we
like
have a few
stole the
boys
show, which I hate that they.
Boys you're looking for.
I love that they put
Well,
big
Conrad,
actors in it for the characters,
saying
but
that
like
Callum's
Beyonce,
finest cannot
you
be
really had to go with
found better
Beyonce.
than a
Like
gaggle of
you knew that it was
unblooded
going to turn into her movie. Like as soon as they got her on there.
Could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourself.
So do I. Like certain
Absolutely
music,
not.
certain types of music, certain songs, or certain like melodies just hit
We'll
me
show those bastards who
in
they're
the
dealing
feels,
with.
and like I can't turn it off.
I can't believe that actually worked.
I've seen The Lion
Conrad's
King
not what you
on
call the
on
Baptist
the
candle
musical
in the
once,
crypt.
and
There's a reason
that
why
was
I
the
had you
most
do the
beautiful
talking
show
in
I've
that
ever seen in my life.
Well
Like
played, my lady.
truly, it was amazing. I didn't know what to expect going in, but like it was just I was like in awe the entire show. It was truly it was amazing.
Then let us back together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not.
It means
to
we're
be
special.
trifled with.
Like I don't know if you've ever heard it. I don't know if you've ever played Final Fantasy 15 before, but in the opening of that game, as well as like in the end of that game, there's Florence and the Machine's rendition of Stand By Me. Talk about instant floodgates. Like it is such I mean, her voice already is amazing. And the way she sings that song, and then just knowing like how I connect the song, it really is great. I've always wanted to see Phantom of the Opera. My mom actually saw Phantom back when David Hasselhoff was Phantom. Or no, I'm sorry, not Phantom, Jekyll and Hyde. That was one that I wanted to see, as well as Phantom of the Opera. But
I mean,
My
it
mom
may
actually
still
saw
be
Jekyll and
possible to
Hyde
buy
back when David
something,
Hasselhoff
and
was
we may yet be
in
allowed to keep
the
it.
musical.
Here he
But
is
Phantom's
now.
the one that I've always wanted to see too.
Natalie,
She
allow me to
she goes
introduce
every
Lord
chance she
Underhill
can
of
every time it's in
Thunderlar's
town.
prestigious League of
Um,
Merchants.
I just saw Wicked for the first time for my birthday last
Lord
year.
Underhill. Not yourself.
I like it. I like
Underhill.
Wicked. It's good. I like the
Just telling the good lady
popular.
of our
I like that
conversation,
song.
my lord.
But
How you were
I don't know. Like my
lamenting the
mom
state
loves
of the
it. Like she
capital
is all about
stores.
Wicked, but she also
Rumor
like
says that
The Wizard
not
of Oz
only
is like
are
her
the granaries
favorite movie of
almost
all
empty,
time.
but that war
So
and
like
blood
I
mean
like
this
Wizard of
season's
Oz.
harvest
I don't
won't be enough
like it's not my
to fill them
favorite,
for
and like
winter.
I like the story. It's cute. It's a good musical.
That is the case.
I've seen little
The
clips
nobles in the
of the
capital are
original
buying
Broadway
the city's
performance
stocks
with
fire wine,
oh, what's her
driving
name?
the
The little
prices
girl who
higher
plays
than
the
most commoners could afford.
Gwendolyn,
It was only a
is that her
matter of time
name?
before the peasants
The
revolt.
lady, the little blonde that sings the popular
Worse than I thought.
on the original cast.
If
I
what
wish
Lord
I would have seen
Underhill
it.
says is
That
true, I
cast
fear
do
we
it
have little
like
hope of supplementing our stores.
Kristen Chenoweth,
Eager
yes.
though they
Um,
regrettably are.
Yeah, I wish I would have seen that cast do it because the cast that I saw, even my mom said like this cast did not do this musical justice. So maybe I just got kind of like the raw end of the deal because it was like okay, it's like it was good. Don't get me wrong. I shouldn't say it's okay. It was good.
That now,
But I just
more than ever, we will need to
Gwendolyn, Glinda, one of those names.
Everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship,
Maybe her name should
but
be
those that are certain to
Gwendolyn.
follow, we must stand united.
All right.
But
if it will help to protect my home,
I can tell you, my mom. How did you? First, let me ask this: how did you get an interest into Broadway? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she is the voice. She's also in the movie Rent. If you've ever seen the movie Rent, she
workmanlike.
she does like the cow jump over the moon.
Produced the desired effect. Now my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
And Adina Menzel, she was also in this very short-lived play that like it did not get the hype that it should have gotten because it was an amazing play. Speaking of Rent, so the guy who helped produce this play, it was called If Then. So it was called If/Then. The guy, he is in Rent the movie, and he had the glasses. He's like a ginger. Him and Adina Menzel are the two main characters in this play called If Then. If you've never even heard of that, it was a great play. Like, it was an amazing musical, a great story. And I don't know why it did not get the hype. I think it ran like its course one time. Like they only toured once, and that was it.
We have, but I would not see any unnecessary blood spilt. We need a plan.
That's an amazing story. My mom, I come from a very musically inclined family in various ways. So like most of my family plays an instrument of some sort. The ladies in my family on my dad's side can sing. I did not get any of those traits at all. I can't carry a tune. I don't know how to play an instrument to save my life. Unless you want to give me a recorder and I can play hot cross buns. But other than that, I can't do anything. So, my mom actually, she has always loved theater, and she was the only one in my family who was ever interested in theater at all. My very first introduction to anything theater,
Sid.
we went to Blockbuster one night, and they had this special.
Their new roles. With time, they
They had this. I remember they had this like
no
rent special on like certain series on certain movies. One of which was a chorus line. It was the VHS movie of A Chorus Line with Michael Douglas in it. My mom rented it for herself, and then she wanted me to stay up late, and we would have snacks and just like a girls' movie night. I watched that movie, and that was like a turning point for me. Like I fell in love with Broadway after seeing A Chorus Line, and it was just like the most beautiful thing. And then I remember also, shortly after that, shortly after I watched A Chorus Line, the Rockettes came to Cincinnati, and we all went to go see the Rockettes, and like their Christmas special, I think it was like the Nutcracker or something, and then they were at the end. And I remember after it was over, we were all shuffling outside, and my uncle was coming around with the car, so we were all just kind of standing there. And I look over, and it was the stage doors where all the Rockettes were coming out, and they were all just kind of taking a break and catching some fresh air, and they were all just standing there, and like I just was in awe of them. Like, they look so beautiful, and like they're so talented.
And we will do the same.
That is so cool. I never went to college, so like I feel like if I were to, even in high school, like I feel like I totally missed my opportunity to get active and stuff like that. Like, no one ever really pushed me to do things like that, like theater or anything like that. But I totally love theater. Hey, weirdo.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Yeah, actually, it's funny that you say that because my cousin, she actually did all that theater stuff, and I say theater stuff. I didn't mean to downplay what you do. It's very a lot what you do, but my cousin did all that stuff, and she worked more backstage, and she said that that was the most stressed she's ever been. Is just like, especially when it was like show night, she was just like, it's beyond stressful. She was like, I feel like I'm more stressed than the people on stage.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
That's amazing, though. Like, I mad respect to you because theater in general is already stressful and challenging enough as it is. And then if you do, like, you know, costume design and makeup and stuff, you know, props and stuff, like, geez, it's a lot. And a lot of time that's really all it takes, as long as you like understand it. You know what I mean? You kind of just can learn some of the things as you go. You know what I mean?
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad.
Did you just hear my cat? He was like, beep.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either.
No, that's amazing though.
The plan worked, Sid.
I do love Broadway though. Actually, I'm not supposed to know this, but I do know this. So my mom kind of let leak that she is surprising me with tickets to see a Book of Mormon
You
in
fight?
February for my birthday. My birthday's in December, and I guess she got tickets
I'll
for
take that as a
Book of
compliment.
Mormon. That's in February, and she like accidentally told my husband. So of course, like naturally, I found out. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to act really surprised. But when I did find out, I was like, oh my god! I've never seen a Book of Mormon before. I'm so excited. Yeah, definitely. I would love to see that. So, I don't know. I don't know how, like, religious you are or, like, what your beliefs are. I would just forewarn you that I've never seen it, but a lot of people say it's extreme. Like, people will walk out of the theater, is how offensive it is. Um, Josh Gad was part of the original cast, and I think I've heard that the creators of like South Park or something were like part of production or part of like the script. Um, so if you're not easily offended, you should see it. But you know, if that's like a touchy subject for you, you might want to stay away. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about it though. Oh, another musical that I saw that my mom took me to that it was outstanding. Was called
I saw it
Once.
with my own eyes.
It's like this Irish-based play. It takes place in Dublin, and
Harrison's being sorely tested.
I think there might have been a movie about it.
Times are hard.
But anyway, it is a great play. It's about this songwriter who, you know, loses his way, and this woman who doesn't know shit about music just like kind of helps him along, and they fall in love. And it's great because the music that is in the musical is like super Irish, like very fast paced and chimey, and like it's amazing. It really is. Hey, I grew up a Methodist too. I'm not religious at all anymore. Like, I don't practice or anything like that. I'm not really religious. But I grew up Methodist. Was baptized Methodist.
I heard the bells. Is the captain back already?
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall, because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this
I really
town
like
are
her
your
necklace.
charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I've never much
have left is
been a
our
believer
lives.
in like,
Do you really want us to lose them as well?
I don't know how to say this.
Not if we
Like,
don't have to. Look,
God
there's
is
a
being
cast
like
under
a
the captain's
person,
bunk.
or like Jesus Christ
talk
being
about this
like
over a
a
drink,
person.
eh?
You know what I mean? The idea is something that I
Obviously.
believe, just because I do believe that something is out there. We
I'll have a
came
word.
from something. Something definitely controls what's going on. But I don't believe it's as simple as it was a person. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's like a thing, and or like an idea.
Sought to take matters into my own hands.
Now on the flip side, I
was
too
a
am a
noble
believer of
But I thought you might still
research
need the support.
and a
I'd like you
scientific
to
method.
consider my needs.
So and this is gonna sound weird, this is gonna take a weird transition, but like if we go back to like ancient Egypt, you know, they talk about things that are to us today are considered conspiracies or, you know, just craziness or whatever. Well, I mean, they didn't have social media back then, you know what I mean? Like these things came from somewhere. These drawings, these gods that they worshipped came from somewhere. They didn't just pull it out of their ass. Like these were things that, or beings that they were real. And I think that once humans as a society come to terms with that, I think that would open up a huge door for a lot of things. Like, you know, that's why there's so much that we don't know. Like, hell, with our government. Let's talk about that. Like, with our government alone, there's so much that they would never divulge to us as a general population. Because we would go fucking crazy. Like, with too much information or to understand certain things that were told us were not real. You know, there's reasons why we are not privy to that information. Because we would go berserk. But I feel like if more people started coming to terms with these certain things, like, it would just make the world a better place. Absolutely. That's funny that you bring that up, because just today, so I follow a few, like, historical societies, and
did you see the creatures that attacked you?
One of them just was talking about different Egyptian gods and goddesses and
they went for Josie first, then me,
certain beings that were like worshipped. One of them was Osiris,
on the road from Oriflamme,
which is proclaimed to be a big myth. Like it's a god of like the underworld or something like that, right? And he got killed, and like his body was severed and fed to pharaohs and other goddesses and whatnot. Well, I guess recently, as like a couple decades, right? They found evidence that he could have actually existed. And it just goes back to what I just said. Like, if there are any inclinations that something did exist, and we're talking like if there's evidence or writings or scriptures that is like considered ancient documents or drawings or whatever, where do you think these came from? Obviously they existed. So I don't know. It's very, very strange to me. Look at the Mayans. The Mayan civilization is like the one civilization, well, one of many, but one that is the most interesting civilization that we know nothing about. Like, we hardly know anything about the Mayans. The Mayans were like the smartest people on planet Earth. They knew math. Like, they knew like algebra, and like they built things based off of very precise mathematical calculations, scientific research. They were way ahead of their time. I'm talking like hundreds of years ahead of their time. Where do you think they learned this stuff from? They came up with a calendar. Like, they came up with like ways to tell time other than like a sundial. You know what I mean? Like, they came up with a lot of shit. And how do you think they learned this stuff? Like, someone had to have taught them things. They even were as smart as to build their temples in a way that no matter what way they stood, it always faced the sun, because they worshipped the sun god. So it's crazy to me. So that's why, going back to my original point, why am I walking here? My original point is, that's why it's hard for me to believe we have God. We just have this one God. We have, Jesus Christ, and it's just this one person. That's not true. I'm sure God existed. I don't know. But to say there was one creator is just same. Yeah. But that's just to say there was one creator for all of this. And I don't just mean like what we know. I mean all of the world in its entirety and everything that's wrapped up in it. That's just insane. Like, you know what I mean?
Look.
I see them. With me.
Oh man.
Get 'em.
That, you're right. That's a heaping can of worms. But I would love to have that discussion. And not on the spectrum of like religion. Like I would love to have like a more in-depth discussion sometime about like scientific evidence or archaeological findings, things like that, because stuff like that absolutely interests me and I can talk about it for hours. But I also would want to do it in a way that doesn't get too roped up in religion and people get offended, because that's a slippery slope. You're absolutely right. There's hundreds of civilizations that we're just now finding. You know what I mean? Like, these people were very meticulous in the way they were buried. Their beliefs, you know, maybe they were buried in a way that they weren't supposed to be found. Not in like an evil way or something, but like, who are we to disrupt them in the afterlife? You know what I mean? Like, I almost find it insulting to that civilization to dig up their remains, and dig up their tombs, and, you know, who are we to do that? Like, that's, I mean, it's great for science, study it, or whatever you gotta do, but like, don't take it away from where it is. Leave it rest. Yeah, I'm not about political talk, so I would never allow it to get political or like super religious. Like, I would dead the conversation right there. I'm more on the side of like research and evidence.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Yeah, you're right.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You're absolutely right. Well, this has been an amazing conversation. I love these types of interactions. But I'm going to come to a halt for the night. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. You're awesome. Thanks for having a very in-depth conversation. It's very refreshing to talk to someone who actually has similar interests as you, and it's actually funny. Like, we have a lot of interest. We have a lot of interest in common.
Yes.
So that's refreshing to talk to someone who has interest outside of gaming. Because our conversations don't always have to be about gaming. It can be about anything you want. But yeah, thank you again. I'm going to be live again tomorrow night. Same time, 8:30. That's Eastern time. And yeah, you can totally just relax your fingers if you want to. And I hope you have a great night. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And I hope you're able to stop by again tomorrow. But thank you so much. Have a good night.